Everyone apparently in the industry knew that the broadcasters, Harry Carey and Milo Hamilton, had a major beef with each other.
Hit him up! Move him out!
We want to know what's bothering you in the world of sports. Give Murph a call at 312-644-6767. That's 312-644-6767. And tell him what's beefing you in the world of sports. What's Your Beef is brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering.
Oh, man, lunchtime in Brown's? Oh, that goes hand in hand. An Italian beef at Brown's, 50 locations. How about an Italian sausage? Oh, man, the big meatball sandwich with your name on it, 50 Brown's locations. There's one just up ahead. Pull in. Me, I love the Maxwell Street Polish. Oh, man, you can't even find Maxwell Street anymore. You don't have to. Brown's, just like downtown, everywhere. In Chicagoland, a real Maxwell Street Polish, grilled onions, yellow mustard. Oh, by the way, did you know Brown's has the brand new Jumbo Buffalo Wings? These are bigger wings than you've ever seen. Bigger taste, great flavors. They got the spicy buffalo. This is new. Blazing buffalo. 5 flavors. Teriyaki, chili garlic, and my favorite, the barbecue. Big Jumbo Buffalo Wings. Hey, they're flying off the shelves. Get it? I know. Let's get to the phone line, see what the fans are beefing about today. And we start with Jimmy on the northwest side. Galewood, Jimmy.
What's up, Murph? How you doing?
Hey, Jimmy, I'm fine. What's your beef, man?
My beef is last night watching the game. Hamels, the only one time of the game we had him on the rope. First and second, 2 guys in a row walked. And what does dumbbell Ronnie Cedeno do but come up and swing at the first pitch and pop out like an idiot?
Yeah, you know what?
Him and Merton both belong in AAA. Both of these guys, you got to get them off the roster.
Well, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. You know what's interesting, and we're going to talk about this a little more, but you hit the nail on the head, Jimmy. All these guys, they got hit in 350. Now, I don't know if it's that Pacific Coast League, if it's Iowa. Merton was hitting 350. Cedeno's hitting 350. Soto's hitting 350. PA's hitting 350. They bring them up here. None of them can hit a lick.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible, Murph. They got to go. Both of them got to go.
Well, right now they're 2 for 11. Cedeno's 2 for 7. He did get that pinch hit RBI, his first up. Remember when they brought him up in defense of the kid? He did get that big hit, so we can't discount that. He's 2 for 7. Merton's 0 for 4. And right now, the shuttle from Des Moines back and forth ain't doing the job. Hey, hang on, Jimmy. You're a winner. You're going to go visit my friends at Brown's. All right, buddy?
Thanks, Murph.
All right, hang on. Hey, hook up Jimmy and Galewood. Northwest side. 312-644-6767. Beef lines are jamming here today. Let's go to, Kelly. Calumet City. Let's go south. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Murph.
I'm fine, Kelly. What's your beef?
Murph, my beef is that all-beef hot dog third base coach that no idea what the heck he's doing.
Well, you know what? And we have to be very careful because we're almost merging Tool of the Week with What's Your Beef. Kelly, what your beef is third base coaches who don't get the job done, right?
One time.
Thank you, Kelly. You're welcome to call back also. For Tool of the Week, my friends over at RentalMax, RentalMax.com. Mike Quaddy, what a rough week he's had. Same inning. Sends Marshall home with nobody out. Sure, Marshall was half dogging it around the bases. That's not the point. You stop him, you hold him up. Got a collision almost at the plate with Marshall. You hold a pitcher with nobody out, Quaddy at third, and then same inning, 2 out. He won't send D. Lee home to gamble on the 7th run there of the game. What's he thinking? He's thinking he's not long for that job. Let's go to Brian. It's Naperville. Hello, Brian.
How's it going, Murph?
Hey, Brian, fine, man. Hey, what's your beef?
The Sunday lineup. I didn't pay to see 5 bench players. The one game I go to all year, I see 5 bench players instead of putting out a team that actually competes. They put out the team that's just going to be lackadaisical and give up the double or a double when he's easy single to center field.
Well, Brian, you raise a great point. I've heard Mike North and Freddie Hubner hitting on this pretty heavy. Ozzie Guillen, he does this by the book. It's his idea that it works. It's up to Ozzie. He's the manager. He had a great year in 05. But They were saying this morning, what if there's a guy, and Brian, I believe you might be the fella. How about the fans that only can get to Sox Park on a Sunday afternoon? Maybe you buy a 12-game package or a weekend 24-pack, and you get out there on Sundays, and A, you never see your star, not all, but you miss some of your star players, and B, you don't see as many victories, or at least a chance to win. Are you that guy that goes out there mostly on Sunday?
Well, I was the guy that won them from you guys, and it was the only game I was going to get this year was from winning it from you.
So you got the free ticket, and you were still upset, right, Brian?
Exactly.
Hey, why not? You like free stuff? You're going to go visit Browns. How's that, buddy?
Sounds great.
Hey,
Thanks,
they'll take care of you. You can even go to Browns on a Sunday, and they'll have full menu. That I do know. Hey, if you need a brand new car to get over to Browns, you got to see Jack Phelan, family owned. Jack Phelan Chevrolet, Dodge, Suzuki, Isuzu. You got to see Jack.com in the western suburbs. Jack Phelan. Let's catch up on Bounder is on the score. Bounder, it's Murpho. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Murph, this is my first beef.
Oh, first-time beefer. I love it. No. What's your beef?
Well, Murph, I am just absolutely frustrated with Major League Baseball and the apparent lack of physical requirements for Major League Baseball umpires.
Take
What's
all the
deal?
time. Hey, keep going. Bounder, I'm going to set down the microphone. I'm going to go get a glass of water. You keep talking. This is my favorite subject. Go ahead, Bounder. Go ahead, buddy.
It is unbelievable. These guys that weigh over 350 pounds
Yes.
can actually sit out there.
Give it to 'em.
Can't even take
Go.
one step to look where the ball is going. He had no clue
Give it to him.
where Soriano's baseball
Yeah.
was headed. No clue.
Yeah.
No absolute
Oh,
clue.
they got Fat Furman, they got Fat Joe West, and then the other guys are just arrogant and bad.
You got it.
Hey, Bounder, next time you call, you'll be a second-time beefer, all right, buddy?
No problem.
Thanks a lot. Hey, let's catch up. Look at full bank of phone calls. We'll get right to your beefs. 1 o'clock, big-time Sox and Cubs talk here on the score. Right now, you got a few minutes. Lunchtime. Look at it. It's already 12:26. You haven't had lunch? Browns. You know what I've been telling you for years? The best sandwiches. These are real Italian beefs like your dad used to have, like your grandfather used to have when they lived in the city. Or, hey, you know what? Take your kids to a real Italian beef. An Italian sausage the way they're made in Chicago at Browns. Put them together, it's a combo. President Frank Portillo's favorite. Me, I love the Maxwell Street Polish, you know that. And Superfan Dan, he loves the meatball sandwich, the marinara nestled there in that French toasted bun. Bloop! Hey, one just fell on Superfan Dan's tie. Browns, it tastes better, and those jumbo buffalo wings, they're flying off the shelf. Sports Radio 670, back in a flash. What's your beef? Our friends at Browns. Hey, the jumbo buffalo wings, bigger wings than you've ever seen, bigger taste, and 5 great flavors. Flavor new over at Browns. Spicy buffalo, oh man, for lunch. Blazing buffalo, maybe tonight. Teriyaki or chili garlic or the barbecue. Let's get back to the beef lines. We have plenty of baseball coming up a little bit later. Murph till 2, driven to you by ChevyDriveChicago.com. Hey, you know what? I've got a beef. No one talks about the fact that last night the Philadelphia Phillies passed the Cubs in the standings. See, this was under the radar. I'm talking wild card. Everyone's looking at, oh boy, you know, if the Cubs had won last night, where's my what if bell? If the Cubs had won last night, they'd have been tied for first with the Brewers and all that. Hey, how about taking a look at the wild card? The Cubs started the night in 3rd place with San Diego in 2nd place. And today, what do you know? Look at that. The Phillies have leapfrogged the Cubs, who are now in 4th place of the wild card. You got to be looking at all this. These games with the Phillies are big, 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 because you know what? You don't know the Brewers are going to collapse. You don't know the Cardinals aren't going to come on strong, make some big deal before the 3 o'clock deadline today. You got to be also looking at wild card. And you know what? You got to take 4 games. You got to take 3 out of 4, or at least break even. You want to take 3 out of 4 from these Phillies, and it makes it tougher now. Let's get back to the beef lines. And let's bring up Pat on the score. He's from Indianapolis. Hello, Patrick.
Hey, how's it going, Murph? Hey, love your show. I'm going down to tournament for my daughter's softball team down in Indianapolis.
Excellent. Who's your daughter play for? What's the name of her affiliation? Who's her school?
The Warren Wave up in Gurnee, Illinois.
Hey, the Warren Wave. Beautiful. Hey, Pat, what's your beef?
My beef is with Kerry Wood. I'm so tired of people getting on the bandwagon with him. Every time he tries to make a comeback, what's this, number 5, number 6?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? No better than Rocky Kerry, no better than Patrick at this point. So you know what? Stop writing about it. Stop talking about it. Let him prove himself.
You know what? I agree with you. In other words, hey, when he's standing on the mound out there and he's getting guys out, then I'll applaud, then I'll be excited, and then when his arm goes south and he limps and they have to help him off the field, then you know what? They got all they could out of him. But let's wait till we actually see him, and then let's see what happens. Right, Pat?
Exactly.
Hey, good luck to your daughter's team, okay?
Hey, appreciate it. Thanks, Murph.
Thanks a lot, Pat. Let's go next to Cody from Indiana. Everyone's calling from Indiana today. Hey, Cody.
Hey, Murph, how you doing?
Good, Cody. Speak right into your phone. Turn your radio down if it's on in the background. Cody, what's your beef?
My beef is with Kenny Williams right now. I want to know why he got rid of Tadahito Iguchi. He's an average batter. He's a great second baseman. They talk about helping this team. How does that help them in the long run?
Oh, he wanted to see the Cubs lose to the Phillies last night. Appreciate your call, Cody. Well, no, you know what? He's a free agent in a year. You get nothing for him. And I really thought maybe you could get more for Gooch. But you know what? There wasn't a big market out there for teams needing second baseman. If it weren't, let's be honest, if it weren't for the injuries to Valentin with the Mets and Utley with the Phillies, you know what? You might have got nothing. You probably just would have kept Gooch and then bye-bye at the end of the year. Hey, need a copier? Don't spend money if you don't have to. Call Copier World. This month's special originally sold for $6,800 and is on sale refurbished for only $16.95. Just dial 773 Copiers. Final couple. You'd be beefing right now if you weren't pulling into that Browns up ahead. And I say, Murph, nothing to beef about. Big lunch at Browns. Bring home some maybe jumbo buffalo wings for, like I always say, treat your wife tonight. On the way home, if you don't have time to go to Brown's for lunch, pick up some of that delicious golden battered chicken. Bring home all the different fixins they have. The side orders, unbelievable. And say, honey, I'm cooking tonight because you don't know how to turn on the oven. I'm stopping at Brown's. I'm bringing home lunch, dinner, and you don't have to do any dishes or even load the dishwasher tonight. Brown's, it tastes better. Let's go to Easy E and Stager. Hello, E.
Hey, Murph, how you doing?
Fine, E. What's your beef?
I got a beef with certain Northside baseball team pitchers that they give up a hit and then they forget there's men on. So just run the bases any way you want.
Yeah.
No problem. Steal third base yesterday. No big deal. You're only in a pennant race.
Well, you know what? In the National League, the pitcher, when he's on the bases or any time when they're out there fielding their position, look at what Burley can do for you. Helps you a million ways. You look at a guy like Maddox out there. Look at Zambrano. The pitchers that don't help themselves, you know what? They're going to lose games in the long run, and they have to have the mindset that they're an athlete, even though they came up through the minors or the college ranks now where you don't bat. That's too bad. You're in the National League. You better be a baseball player.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Thanks, Murph.
Thank you, buddy. Back in a flash. Final couple callers on What's Your Beef. Southside Pat, Barrington Bob will get us rolling. Sports Radio 670. 40 minutes there almost. Nonstop sports talk. More next. Plenty of Sox and Cubs. Trade deadline today at 3 p.m. We'll be on that big here at Sports Radio 670. It's The Score. Hey, welcome back. Murphapalooza home stretch. What's your beef? I was thinking about it since I was a kid in LaGrange Park. I've been going to Browns. There's the one right over there on LaGrange Road and 49 other locations around Chicagoland. Browns, it tastes better. Lunch and dinner. Let's get back to the phone lines. Got a few email beefs first here. D from Morrison, Illinois. Murph, I agree. My beef is the overweight umpire, Fat Joe West, too lazy to get his saggy rear end into the outfield farther to see Soriano's ground rule double actually going over the yellow line. Michelle and Schaumburg, Murph, my beef, and let the record show this came across at 12:01 today, well before I brought it up. She says, Murph, my beef, I'm tired of hearing about how great the Cubs guys hit at AAA Iowa. These guys are all, and Cedeno, Merton, they're late on every pitch. They can't get around. How do they all hit 365 in the PCL? You're exactly right. Include Soto and PA in that also. Until proven different, those numbers down in Iowa mean nothing. And Bob Morse, Morse, in Elmhurst. Hey, come on, Murph. Lou was right on last night. Cubs starters had been hitting .357 versus Hamels' lifetime. Merton, Terrio. I'll tell you one thing, Bob. Maybe in the past, but this kid Hamels last night, he's either sharpened up and finessed, fine-tuned that changeup, because this must have been a different guy. If they hit .357 of this guy lifetime, scouts should have told the Cubs that he's got something new with this changeup. Righties couldn't touch him. I still say a left-handed lineup against some of these lefties, you're better off, especially Glavine. Let's bring in Bob in Barrington next on The Score. Hey, Bob, what's your beef?
Murph,
Yo.
first-time roast beefer.
Oh, man, first-time beefer. I love it, Bob.
And my beef is for a certain member of the Chicago media who just recently over the airwaves ridiculed and busted the chops of a certain Chicago Cub pitcher for getting out of the way of a spear that was going at him at 85 miles an hour.
You got to be agreeing with me then, right? What's your beef?
No, my beef is for you ridiculing him for getting out of the way of something that's coming at his body at 90 miles an hour.
Bob, come on. You played...
It's a natural human reaction.
Bob, come on. You played the game.
If someone's throwing it...
Bob, the ball was coming at his... Bob, you're a winner. I like your spunk. You're going to Browns. Hang on, Bob. It tastes better. Hang on, buddy. You're going to Browns. I'll tell you one thing. Lily, he's got an ample buttocks. The pitch was just coming in about 85 right at his cheek. He runs out of the way on the first pitch instead of getting on, letting it plunk you. You're down 3-0. You got the hitters coming up. Come on, Lily. You're bigger than that. Let's go.
Thanks for participating in What's Your Beef. Join Murph for another edition of What's Your Beef. What's Your Beef has been brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering. All winners of the Mike Murphy Show are only eligible to win prizes once in a 60-day period.